How's it going, everybody? Rye here today, and we are back with your Toronto Maple Leafs here, ready to get started in season number 1. And honestly, I'd be ecstatic if in season number 1 we went all the way and won the cup. We'll see if Connor McDavid can do that, carry this squad. I mean, really, I don't think it's a good enough squad to win the cup, but hey, the simulation is wild sometimes. You never really know. McDavid doesn't fit with the coach. Everybody else does. It's a bit disappointing. We don't get a +1 no matter what I do, unless I bump McDavid, and I'm not bumping McDavid. Now, I could move Ryan Nugent-Hopkins up there, then who plays, I guess Dawson Mercer then plays second line center? I mean, I could try this out, really load up that first line with a lot of overalls, and then defensively, guys, if you remember, Vince Dunn, Dante Fabro, Romanov with Middleton, and then Mata with Shillington here. So, honestly, I think it's a solid squad. I think we should have some fun this year. I don't think we're going to go all the way and win the cup, but who knows? You know, we just make the playoffs and anything can happen. Look at the Panthers this season. They're in the cup, and who knows? Maybe they got a chance. But guys, this is going to be a little bit different than my normal franchise modes. So I'm going to try a little bit something different. You guys let me know what you think. We're going to come back probably the end of November. I'll let you know how we did, and then maybe we'll get some gameplay and see who the good teams are, see who we play. Maybe play in Tampa here, play this game, and then play a couple games. But I don't know. I'm definitely gonna come back at some point. Maybe this Boston game will come back after the first month. I think Boston, I'll probably simulate a month, see how things are going, and then take on one of the tougher teams in our division. But that is what we're going to do here, guys. So let's go ahead and see how this simulation is going. And maybe I'll see you at Boston, but maybe I'll see you at Tampa. So here we are, guys, back for the Boston game. And I wanted to catch you guys up after the first month because things are going to be different than what we remember. We're not used to this world that we live in with this fantasy draft. So things are different. I'm not sure what to expect. And I looked at the Lightning's record and I was like, yeah, probably not the team I want to come back and show you the game against. Red Wings, like I said, are a future team. I think everybody else is going to be pretty tough. So the Atlantic stays tough. McDavid stays insane. He's got 13 points in 11 games as well as 5 goals. That first line, guys, is absolutely dominant. Like Kyrou, Nugent-Hopkins, and McDavid. And I kind of want to keep it together. Now, I know that we're not doing the best, but I think roster-wise, we don't have the best roster. Vejmelka's playing great in goal. Defensively, it really is defensively, right? Dunn and Fabro, they're fine together. And actually, Shillington and Mata are good together, but it's Romanov and Middleton. Middleton has been absolutely dreadful in that middle six. So, you know what? Maybe I want to scratch him before this Boston game. We get into it here and just see, ooh, maybe we can find something. We got Bolduc and Gustafsson. Yeah, no, probably not gonna do anything for me there. Do we have anybody down in the minors that would be worthwhile to call up? Hellison? No, absolutely not. Yeah, so what I am gonna do though, is send down Bolduc here. He can get sent down. Lauko and Gustafsson can stay up. I do think we need to find a better guy in that middle six. Even if it doesn't get us the +1, I might have to move up. Who's on our third pairing? Yeah, Oli Mata. Maybe it gets us a -1 there, but I mean, Mata and Shillington are doing well. I guess I'll get the minus. No, I should get the +1 if I'm going to do anything. Get the +1. Romanov can play left or right. Do we flip-flop? We get the +2 there, and then we get the +2 with Romanov up there, and I think that makes the most sense because he is so much younger. Yeah, I think that makes sense. It's just the minus. Yeah, it's the -1 that I don't want. But Middleton has been so poor that I really don't want him anywhere near the more minutes, basically. So we are going to go ahead, guys. Jump into this Boston game, see what we can get going here. I am going to play just the third period. We'll see what the score is, and I will show you guys all the highlights from the game, and then we'll hopefully claw our way back up in the division. It's 2-2 after 1, so they got Mo Seider and Janssen scoring. We had Kane and Kyrou, and we're up 3-2. Okay, so we're up 3-2, and we just need to see this one out, so I'll show you guys the highlights here in just a second. I gotta say, guys, it is really weird to see McDavid in a Leafs jersey. It's gonna be so weird to see all these players on these teams and just not knowing what to expect. It's just kind of crazy. We've got McDavid with a head of steam. We get in tight, and there we go. We're going to score our first goal with McDavid. He just burns the defenseman who doesn't turn in time, and we got that insurance marker we need, and there he is in a Leafs jersey, Connor McDavid. You can see it here. He just goes around his man, a little forehand, backhand, forehand, and we're able to get that one just roofed. Oh my God, it's going to be so much fun every time I jump into a game to watch Connor McDavid. And you can see points leaders now, he's 7th. So he's been in the top 10, but now he's up there even further. We have an empty net now. Who do we want to give the goal to? Let's see. They got the extra skater out there, but we'll go to Jaden Schwartz. Oh my goodness. Couldn't get that one to go. A good block there by Slate. Their defensive core is crazy. And now they find Sagan. Up to Backlund as my RB button won't work. That's a problem. Romanov now. Oh, gets it over to Dunn. Holy smokes. Kane goes over to Schwartz, goes over to Mercer, who takes the goal, and we slide to just past the net. We just missed it. That's okay, though. This is going to be a 3-goal victory, 5-2. We salt this one away with the empty netter, and we are going to get, in our first ever live commentary with the Toronto Maple Leafs here, a 5-2 victory, unless McDavid, I don't think he has any idea of making it a 6-2 victory. I would love that, but not going to happen. And after this 5-2 victory there, you guys can see we are still sitting at 12 points, but with 12 games played, we're only 2 points behind Boston, 2 points behind the Senators for those automatic playoff spots. We'll probably jump ahead to January-ish, see what we're doing there. Montreal seems to be the team to beat, so maybe this game in Montreal could be the one we come back for. Actually, I think it will be the one we come back for before the trade deadline and assess kind of where the roster is at, what we need to do, and what we want to do with this team. Well, we're not quite at the Montreal Canadiens game. We are at the halfway point of the season for us, and I just wanted to show you guys that things are going much, much better now that we've rearranged the defensive lines. We are 18, 14, and 9. Still a ton of overtime losses, but it really is feeling a lot better the way we're simulating. It's going to be weird. We're probably a wild card team, and that's kind of what I expected, maybe squeaking into one of those final divisional spots, right? Battling with the Senators. The Senators game coming up actually is probably a more important game to come back for. I know we got one here in January coming up, so probably want to jump in for that one. But as you guys can see, Montreal's probably going to end up winning the division as they have a 10-point lead on us and a 9-point lead on the Florida Panthers. They got a game in hand on both of us. And it's really the 3 of us here vying for the 2 automatic spots and then the 1 wild card. Tampa Bay does have 2 games in hand, so if they win those, they will end up tying us and probably passing us thanks to regulation and overtime wins. And then the Bruins here, who we took on just recently, they're also 4 points behind us, but only with 1 game in hand. In the Eastern Conference as its entirety, there's a couple teams sitting at 44. So even though we're at 45 and in a wild card spot now, I would much rather go after those 2 divisional spots, the Senators and the Panthers, because this is going to get tight down the stretch here. Even the Capitals, the Hurricanes, and the Lightning, the Bruins, the Sabres really did fall off. They were a team that I was a little bit afraid of this season and what they could end up being, but it turned out to be not true. They're playing like the Sabres that I know. But hey, we're on the up and up. Anyway, we're here to talk about this universe. We're looking pretty good right now. So I think the Ottawa Senators game coming up will be the game we come back for. Taking a look at the points. The first line continues to be great. Connor McDavid is Connor McDavid. Jordan Kyrou, a point per game here with the medium elite. You love to see things like that. 40 points in 41 games. And then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, just another fine first liner. Evander Kane, well, he's not the best defensively this second line. It's doing better than it was earlier in the season. Vince Dunn now a plus, things you love to see. Kyler Yamamoto here, listed as a third line scoring 4 with New Hook. These guys, they're fine, right? They're nothing special, but they are on their way to being pretty solid. Everybody else, Middleton is just bad. Maybe we should find a replacement for Middleton, but we should, let's jump up to that Ottawa Senators game coming up later in January. So here we are at that Ottawa Senators game, and guys, we are 2-5-3 in our last 10, 19, 19, and 11 overtime loss. That is crazy. Nobody's really that dominant or anything, I guess. Look at the entire divisions. Got a lot of overtime losses and things like that, but Ottawa have pulled a little bit further ahead of us. We want to pull them back closer to us. The Bruins have passed us. The Lightning have passed us. The Panthers and the Senators, we really got to go for that. I really do think what we need is probably middle pairing defenseman. I really think that, or maybe reshuffling this second line. That's what I feel like is our weakest area at this point. If you take a look at the goals for per game, we just aren't scoring. 2.69. I wonder if that has something to do with our coach. This is something I didn't show you guys earlier. But our coach, maybe he's just bad. He's balanced. He's a generalist. I mean, I guess it's not bad. He's got A+ defense, A- offense. He's actually a really, really good head coach. But he doesn't fit the scheme for guys like McDavid and things like that. So maybe, I don't know. We got a good coaching staff. That's all I do know, though. I really do think it's just a talent issue at this point. I think, Schwartz, he's doing all right. He's got 4 years at $5.5 million, though. 25 points, 28 here for Mercer. Obviously, we're keeping him at 21. Evander Kane, -11, 24 penalty minutes. He does have 31 points, though. He fits a bit better, and only 4 years at 5.1. I really do feel like we just need to find some kind of upgrade here in the middle. I'm going to put Shillington up there just because we need a little bit more offense. He is an offensive defenseman, I believe. Yeah, he is, and he's actually pretty good at it too. So, now that we're just going to sacrifice the -1 and let these guys play together, it really is Middleton. Jacob Middleton is absolutely sinking this. There's our scapegoat. It's nothing else. It's Jacob Middleton. But let's jump into this Ottawa Senators game, guys. See where we're sitting. It's 0-0 after 1. It's 1-0 us after 2 on Andrei Vasilevsky. So let's go close this out. See if we can keep a goose egg for Ottawa, and see if we can maybe extend the lead, get a few more points, get the momentum flowing. Kyler Yamamoto now has a breakaway. He's got a chance to ice the game, and we blew it. We blew it, though. We come back around, and we are able to get that one, though. With 2 minutes left in the game, we get the insurance marker we so desperately needed. It's been a kind of back and forth third period. Not high quality chances either way. A couple blown chances on our part, but Vasilevsky, I guess he thought I was going to shoot short side there. We come around, wrap it all the way to the other side of the net, and that should ice this game up 2-0 with just 2 to go. And we are going to ice the game with a completely unnecessary empty netter, but I was done skating around, messing around. We are going to get out of here with a 3-0 shutout victory. I can say it now. 3-0 shutout victory here against the Ottawa Senators, and maybe, just maybe, keeping our playoff hopes alive. Getting a big win against the divisional rival. Maybe we should start looking at a wild card team that we might be battling against for our next time we come back. But through 50 games, 51 points, we're on pace for 82. We're really gonna need to pick that up and quick, right? We need to start winning some games. We do pull into a good spot though here, 5th in the division. 4th in the division. I don't know why I'm 5th in the division. I'm still used to my Boston Red Sox MLB The Show franchise mode. But in the Metropolitan Division, let's just take a look at the Eastern Conference. You guys can see we might be battling with a team like the Carolina Hurricanes or the New Jersey Devils. Florida's another team there, and the Rangers and the Blue Jackets. Okay, so those are the teams in front of us. The Blue Jackets, the Rangers, the Hurricanes. We'll see if we have any games against them closer to the end of the season, and things can obviously change. We have the trade deadline coming up next, and I honestly kind of want to go after a defenseman. Taking a look here. This Columbus game, the Rangers game could be huge. We'll probably come back and I'll just live sim the rest of the season here at the Florida game. But we'll come back obviously for the trade deadline. I kind of want to make a move. Maybe I'll make a move a couple weeks ahead of time here. I'll scour what the trade block is up to and see if there's anybody on the trade block we can go after. Hello, Arizona Coyotes. I mean, I need a defenseman. They have them all. That's where they are, is here in Arizona. And I think I probably want to go after Alec Martinez. Two-way defenseman, looks pretty good all around. Fits defensive pairing too for us. That would be a perfect guy to go after. You can see, like, Justin Falk would be great, but he's at 5 years at 6.5 at 30. Like, yeah, it's not too bad, but he doesn't fit the scheme. He's a little bit more trade value than Alec Martinez, and I think we can go after and get Alec Martinez for not too much. So what do they want in return? They want Zellweger or Bolduc. I'm not keen to give either of those guys up. So maybe, oh my God, Toronto, where did our picks go? Why don't we have picks? Come on. All right, maybe I can give a 4th next year for Alec Martinez, and then I'll also throw in our defenseman who is the scapegoat, Middleton. Middleton and a 4th, and next year's 4th for Alec Martinez. It looks like a little bit of an overpayment, but I got to do something to get this to go through. Middleton, oh my God, get that contract off the books as well. So there we go. It is accepted. Not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Oh well. Might have overpaid, but I think it's going to be a trade that's going to be very, very good for us. Let's go ahead and make these roster moves. Our skaters should be all set, so let's go ahead, edit these lines. I'll hit best lines so that the head coach can kind of do what he wants to do. We'll move Nugent Hopkins back up. There we go. Schwartz, Kane, and Dubé is actually a plus. Why they move Mercer down? I don't agree with that. Move Dubé back down, and we still have Jost, Yamamoto, and Dubé. Actually, I want new hook up here. Instead of Jost, yeah, we're fine here. Yamamoto, yeah, and I'm gonna flip-flop these guys. All right, there we go. So that is what I want to do. Dawson Mercer, is he up to an 84? Was he always an 84? He fits the second line perfectly, which is great. We just need, I think, a bit better of a, sniper, power forward, two-way forward combo. We get a +2 by moving Kyler Yamamoto up, and honestly, he's not been too bad. A playmaker fits that. I might do that. Move Schwartz, kind of balance out that middle six a bit. And then we've got Martinez now with Romanov, which gets us a +1, which is phenomenal. Romanov moving up gets us a +2, but I'm going to get the +1 and the +1 just to kind of just give us strength and depth. Goaltending is not something I've mentioned. It doesn't really seem to be the issue. These guys are playing average. I really do think it was just a matter of we didn't have enough talent there on that middle pairing defenseman. Our top 4 defensemen are fine. They're not great. It's not world beating, but I'm happy with that. We'll still go up to the trade deadline, see how things are going, and then jump in and do the trade deadline. I'm not sure I want to do too much, and clearly we don't have picks. I don't really want to sell off and get picks because I still want to make the playoffs, but I'm not ready to tank, right? I have McDavid. There's nobody I'm tanking for. I'm not going for Bedard and McDavid on the same. That would be crazy, though. Could you imagine? All right. Well, imagine it all you want. I'm going to simulate up, and I'll see you guys in just literally a second. So here we are at the deadline, and it hasn't been great. I went out and acquired Martinez because I thought maybe that would do it, and I think we just need more, and we don't have that more. Look, it just was not great. We went 1-3, 1-4, 1-5. I then moved Shillington up to the top pairing because we needed more offense. Clearly we got it, but it didn't necessarily translate to even more wins. What do we do? 3, 2, and 1. I mean, that's not bad, but that's not the kind of pace we need. So we might need to be honest with ourselves here, guys. I don't think we're a playoff team, and I kind of want to give us some picks back. And, I've been getting calls about Jaden Schwartz. He's been great. I love him. Maybe just move on from him, get some picks back. I mean, Schwartz, he's been great, 34 and 62, right? Not too terrible. 4 game-winning goals, right? He's got the most game-winning goals on the team. But I've been getting offers for like 2/3, a second and a third, and things like that. Same thing for like Oli Mata as well. So we may end up selling off some of those guys. Vince Dunn with the +1. Goaltending as well. Binnington is actually not doing too poorly. If somebody wants to offer me something for Binnington, I will take it. But looking here, the top line is good. We've got a good top line. We don't need top liners. We need a second line because our second line is pretty bad. Mercer, Kane, Schwartz. I did move Yamamoto up there, and Newhook has been playing okay. Martinez here. How have you been doing in Toronto? 4 points and a -1. So not great, but certainly better than Arizona. Dubé, Romanov's been even. So like we've got some room to grow here. Gustafsson actually made it in the lineup because they scratched Lauko, and he's a +5. Maybe I should have been playing Gustafsson. I said he wasn't going to save our season. He just might, but I think I'm going to be honest here, and I think I'm going to say we should just sell off. I think the mountain to climb the teams we need to climb to get into the playoffs. Take a look at the Eastern Conference, right? Let's start with the Atlantic, right? Florida in the final spot is 8 points ahead of us, but we have a game in hand, right? We win that game in hand, we're 6 points back, and we don't have the tiebreaker. We're 6 games back on the tiebreaker, which makes it feel really, really tough. Then you look at the whole Eastern Conference. Oh, by the way, the Florida Panthers are as good as the Devils, who are the wild card team there, and they've played 3 more games, so it's really looking rough, and I think we may end up missing the playoffs. Maybe it'll be a blessing in disguise. Maybe I get some picks back. Maybe we get a good shot at the lottery. I didn't even look to see how low we were. I mean, this division is a bloodbath, but it's like it's a mid bloodbath. It's not very good. Take a look here. How close are we? Oh wow, we are a lot closer to the top. The Chicago Blackhawks, man. Come on, guys. Bedard, we get it. You like Bedard. You got him IRL. Can we like let somebody else have him here? Anyway, I didn't realize how close we were with just literally one win from the Capitals and the Sabres and the Lightning. We could have a top 4 pick. The Nashville Predators are certainly catchable. They got 2 games in hand on us. The Red Wings have a game in hand on us. We could catch everybody down there except for the Chicago Blackhawks. So as crazy as this may sound, I may end up selling off and tanking down the stretch here. I'm a seller. Everything must go. Goodbye, everybody we know. All right, let's enter the deadline here. All teams. Can we get to Toronto? Of course, they don't show me who's on the block from my team unless they're in the top 10 players here. You can see available players, and they generally show you your own guys too. Yep. See, like Evander Kane. What would we get for Evander Kane at 31? He's not really fitting what we want to do. Brady Shea and Jimmy Vesey, a third Myers and a fourth. A third Myers and a fourth might actually not be too bad. I think that's next year though. Joe Thornton, a third and a fourth. Ivan Barbashev could be interesting. A second this year and a fourth from the Minnesota Wild. Ooh, that could be nice because we don't have any picks. A second next year. Okay. There's some medium top 6 prospects here. I think I might go for the pick. Reimer would help us, move on from players. But man, the Minnesota Wild want to offer me a second and a fourth. Edit this trade. I just kind of want to. Can we bump this up from a fourth to a third next year, maybe? No, we can't because they don't have one. They want to get rid of Soderstrom here. Victor Soderstrom, he's got way too much value, but we'll try the offer. Trade rejected. Didn't think that was going to go through. We'll replenish that fourth I gave up for the Alec Martinez trade. A second and a fourth for Evander Kane. Trade accepted. There we go. Evander Kane out of here. Jaden Schwartz has been given calls, or I've been getting calls about Jaden Schwartz. So let's go ahead and see what we could do there. I mean, 26, we got to be really looking at guys in their prime. I mean, Alec Martinez here is the oldest guy. He could still fetch us something back. Oli Mata, Jaden Schwartz, and a fifth for a second next year and a third this year. Oh, I like that trade a lot. I wonder if there's something else we could do, though. Because we got Schwartz and Mata. So if we couple those two together, I wonder what we could find, because I've been getting a lot of calls about Schwartz and Oli Mata. So, Jaden Schwartz. No, thank you. Schwartz. Oh, God, come on. I'm wasting valuable minutes here. There's Oli Mata. Oh, my God. 2/3 for Oli Mata and a fourth. 2/3. 2/3. How do they have 2/3 next year? How do they have 2 of their own third next year? That's impossible. That's impossible. Anyway, take a look here. We got Jaden Schwartz gone. Oli Mata gone. What would we get? All right, we got a second and a third now. What? Okay, they upped their offer, the LA Kings. Second, a third this year. Second next year. Zucker a third and a fourth. Shattenkirk a third and a fifth. Stankoven and Zucker and Matejchuk. And a third. I kind of like the second and a third for this pairing. I mean, Stankoven, I don't want Zucker. Yeah, give me a second and a third this year for Oli Mata. Yeah, call up Doc and Hellison. I don't care. Everybody must go, and that includes you, Alec Martinez. I appreciate your service, but I can get a third. I can get a third out of him next year. I can get Rodrigue. Oh my God, everything must go. Goodbye. Cam Talbot, no, thank you. I'll take the third next year. Thank you. Olin Zellweger, welcome to the NHL. All right, there we go. And now our oldest player is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And then in goal, come on. Somebody wants to give me something for Binnington, right? I thought that was the case. Although, goaltending, I'm not going to complain about goaltending. But honestly, that looks way better than a first, fifth, and a sixth. We now have a first from the Bruins. We don't have our own first. Oh, we don't have our own first. Oh my God, where is our first? Who has our first? Who do we give our first to? Oh, wait, was that it? That's a third. Oh my God, whoever has our first is so happy right now. I want it back. I should have checked if we had our first before I started tanking. Holy smokes, I should have gone after that one first. Tampa Bay Light. Oh my God, they have the Tampa Bay Lightning pick too? Ew, that's going to be disgusting for them. They're going to be so good. Dallas. No, Dallas doesn't have our pick. Detroit. I'm sorry, I don't know where the Toronto Maple Leafs first round pick went. Minnesota Wild? No. Montreal? No, they have the Florida Panthers, though. The Predators and Oilers? Okay. The Devils? The Islanders? No. The Rangers? No. Ottawa? Philadelphia? What? Where is our first? Where did our first go? Seattle? No, it didn't go to Seattle. St. Louis? It went to St. Louis. What would it? Oh, God, we can't get our first back. No. Tampa Bay doesn't have theirs. St. Louis. St. Louis, can I have that back, please? What do we give up our first for to St. Louis? Ryan O'Reilly. I don't have Ryan O'Reilly. I'll give you Boston's first. Boston is much, much better than we are, St. Louis. Oh, God. We're now on a mission to get this first round pick back. I know it's our first, but like, dang it. I'll give you a third next year. First and a third for our first back, please. It's close. What do you want? Who do you want? Anybody. You can take Bolduc. He's not growing. I'll take my third back, though. You can have a first in Bolduc for our first. A bit off, doesn't meet. Okay, how about I'll throw the third back in. I will do it. I promise. I swear. I'll throw the third in. Can you throw in a fourth this year? I'm getting greedy now. Can you throw in a fourth this year? Rejected. Quite close to fair value. Okay, how about you give me a fifth this year? Trade accepted. All right. So we got our first round pick back. Let's go. We gave up Boston's, but Boston's in a much better position. They're going to be a fringe playoff team. Getting our first round pick back is actually massive. Boston, like, that is huge. Like, taking a look at where we could end up after I just sold everybody off. Yeah, Tampa Bay's pick could have been a good one to get. I kind of like our own because we get to control our own destiny there. I don't really think there's anybody else I see myself trading away, right? Let's take a look at the rest of our roster. Overall wise, Dunn, Mercer, Romanov, Fabro, Shillington, Dubé, Yamamoto, Newhook, Jost. I mean, Jost is on an expiring deal. I kind of want to bring him back. I just like him. He's a well-rounded, I mean, he can do everything on the third line. If somebody gives me like a third for him, I'll probably end up taking it. The best I'm going to see is probably a fourth. There's Sam Steele. He's probably not going to amount to anything. They're all fourths. Mark Pysyk. Yeah, it doesn't move the needle for me. So he's going to stay around here. Anybody else? I mean, obviously, what I'm going to do this. No trades found. So nobody can even offer something for McDavid. That's crazy. I'm like, hey, you want McDavid? Everybody's like, no, we don't. That's crazy. At least throw something. Throw me some kind of trade, even if it's way off in value. Just, I mean, right? If I told the league, Connor McDavid's available, give me your best offer. Do you think that there would not be offers flying around? Like Edmonton calls, St. Louis, hey, McDavid's available. Do you want him? No, we're good. We don't want McDavid. We're fine. We won't give anything. It's like, what's your best offer? No. It's like, come on, man. You should at least get an offer for some of these guys. Well, maybe not Tyson Jost, but if I'm offering you Connor McDavid, you should probably pick up the phone. Oh my goodness. Kairu's 8-year, $8 million extension goes in next as well. So does Dante Fabro's 1-year, $2.5 million extension. Okay. Romanov looking good. Dawson Mercer. So we're going to have to extend some of these guys soon. So something to keep an eye on. Vince Dunn. I'm not going to let him hit free agency. Even during this dumpster fire of a season, he's been pretty good. So I think anybody expiring here that I would like to get rid of, and I'm not bringing him back. Kairu, obviously, no. Newhook, I'll probably bring back Newhook. He's still got massive potential. He fits the second line pretty well. I need to give him more ice time, which I will. Coming up here, Lauko, we'll get some ice time. Gustafsson, same thing with you. And then Samuel Savoy. Yeah, no. I would give somebody something for that. No, I didn't think we were going to get anything. And I'm not going to trade away Vejmelka. He's got 3 years left on a really, really good deal. As a medium starter at 84, he could even get to an 85. I'd be very happy with that. But I think those are our trades. We got a lot of picks back for this season. I wonder, hold on. I know we can always go to the very end here and see some young prospect-y type players. So I saw a couple medium elites flash. Joakim Kamel. I hate that. Still my least favorite part of the trade deadline experience is that. Lucius, I mean, Joakim Kamel, Brant Clark could be exciting. I mean, he is 20. Joakim Kamel. Ooh, okay, so they want Mercer, Romanov, and Newhook. That's not the craziest trade ever if we were just selling everything off, but I feel like Mercer, Romanov, and Newhook fit more of McDavid's timeline, right? McDavid's what, 26? Oh God, we're gonna have him forever. It's amazing. But I don't want to get rid of everybody, and then it's McDavid turns 32 before any of the guys we draft or sign are ready to actually do some. Hey, Jay Beagle, shout out to you. You left a comment on the last video for the Red Sox. So how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back, actually. Anyway, there's Ridley Grieg here, who's not a bad player. There's David Jirasek is available. What? No trades found. Okay, Philadelphia, why are you getting rid of Jirasek? Anyway, doesn't matter. We're going to exit the trade deadline, and it's time to tank. Jacob Slavin, Boston traded him away for Yoki, so they went out and got Joakim Kamel. Great. Great. I'm super pumped about that one for the future. Noah Juleson, he's available on waivers. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's probably one of our better defensemen, so I'm going to claim him. That's sad. That's sad. Take a look at the roster. Oh boy. Yeah, we definitely look worse. Actually, it's not that, but doesn't look that much worse. It really doesn't look that much worse, which is kind of crazy to me to say that this doesn't look that much worse. Defensively, no, doesn't look that much worse either. Olin Zellweger, how is he doing in the AHL? Not that great. Would still like to let him grow a little bit, which is why I claimed who the hell did I claim? I forgot his name already. I'm gonna call him up to the majors though, and then we will majors. Good Lord, I've been playing a lot of baseball this summer. Yeah, Zellweger, I'm gonna send you down, and then in the system we're calling up Juleson and Vujakovic. Result in being under the salary cap. How? Okay, Vujakovic. Confirm. There we go. I guess he just needs to be scratched. And we'll just best lines it, and we should be good to go. And now we start the tank. I will not worry you guys about the tanking until the last 2 weeks of the season. Honestly, getting Yamamoto and these guys a +2. Newhook, I mean, ooh, look at that. Dubé, they get a +1 down there. All right. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. Oh, boy. Juleson for Hellison. There we go. All right, we got a really good looking defensive. Oh my God. Well, let's see how we do. Poor McDavid. I feel bad, man. But listen, this is the only season that I'm gonna really do this to McDavid. So let's jump up to those last few games of the season and see how well we're gonna. Oh my God, we got so many games against our own division too. This could get ugly. Did I say it could get ugly? I meant that we would go 6-4 coming out of the deadline. Yeah, I don't know what happened. What changed? I guess the locker room cancer? Gone? Maybe Evander Kane? I don't want to point any fingers, but Middleton apparently wasn't the issue. McDavid is just carrying harder. McDavid, stop this. You, for your own good, stop doing so good. Because look at us. Now, all of a sudden, having Boston's pick would have been the better of the two. Ay. Oh my God, we have botched the tank. We botched it. We absolutely botched it. We were right there. And now Boston's right there. Yeah, or we could have gone out and got Tampa's pick. I don't know how this team is doing better. I really don't. So, with 7 games left, let's see what happens. Against Florida here, we are going to win. Okay, all right, Boston. Ottawa first. We're going to go up to the Boston game. We lose, but we win. We lose, but we win. Oh my God. We're so average. I hate it. We're going to finish with like 85 points, and it's not going to help us get better. It's really not. Just lose. Lose them all. I don't care. We lose to Tampa. Of course we lose to Tampa when we don't need to. We finished 36, 33, and 13 for 85 points. Somehow we got better. How did we get better? I don't know. I'm frustrated by the fact that we're better. I guess Gustafsson just carries. David Gustafsson carries the team so well. Oh my God, Ryan Nugent. Oh, that makes it more sense. He wasn't always playing on the second line. Alex Newhook was up there on the first line. Who is carrying down here? It's Noah Juleson. I should not have claimed him off of waivers. What am I doing? Why did I do that? Vejmelka, stop that. Bennington, stop that. It doesn't matter now. We just got to hope that we get lucky again. Oh, man. We are, yikes. We're not going to be close to the sweepstakes for Connor Bedard, as we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10th overall pick. 10th overall pick. Maybe 9th overall pick, because the New York Rangers should have finished ahead of us because they had more regular wins. So anyway, our goals for per game and our goals against per game really did rebound. So we did get rid of some not friendly looking contracts either, but that was season 1. Let's see how we did. Let's get the recap in here. Why not? Why not just see who's carrying us right now? Obviously we know it's McDavid, but Nugent Hopkins dominating. Jordan Kyrou not doing as well without Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on the top line, so good thing to note there. Dawson Mercer, Yamamoto finished even, moving him up, so he's the one that turned it around. Maybe I want that, maybe I don't. I don't know. We got some good players here already. Man, I would have loved the chance to get Bedard. That would have been so cool. That would have been great. Manu Hook, Dubé, Jost, Heponiemi, Lauko, Gustafsson, and then Doc. Gustafsson and Doc, they played well. Ugh. I guess I can't be too upset at a guy for playing well. But Dunn, Romanov, and Shillington. So those 3 guys really did bounce back. Dante Fabro didn't do well at all. Hellison and Juleson, they were average at best. But I didn't ask him to be any more, right? And then Vejmelka and Bennington, they weren't a phenomenal pair, but we didn't really have the team in front of them for me to really complain about their goaltending. As far as the entire league, Connor McDavid not quite cracking the 90-point threshold. Not many players did, but Evgeny Malkin is going to lead the league in points. And then David Pasternak's going to lead the league in goals. It's nice to see McDavid up there. If you were wondering where Austin Matthews went, he went to New Jersey. So write that one down. But defenseman Adam Fox killing it in Philadelphia. And they went in. They got rid of Jirasek, and I forgot who they got in the trade. But so Philadelphia's going in, and then the best goalie in the league here is going to be Igor Shesterkin for the Seattle Kraken, and then there's Spencer Knight. Okay, so as far as goal against average, Robin Lehner up there, but it's got to be Igor Shesterkin winning the Vezina. As far as rookie skaters, the best rookie was Matty Beniers with 69 points. Jack Quinn, look at that. I'm trying to see where Owen Power is. Where is Owen Power? Did he not get that many points? He probably didn't. They probably didn't play him as much as he should be playing, and I don't see him. He wasn't there. I guess he didn't get any playing time. I swear I've got the most updated roster. Let's take a look. Where is one Owen Power? Who has him and who has him and why is he not playing enough? Did you play him in the minors? Because I want him if you're not going to play him. There he is. He's playing for Vegas. He's an 85 overall. And he ended up, I guess not counting as a rookie, or I just passed him, but he's playing for Vegas. I don't like that. That makes me feel uncomfortable after they got Eichel, we got Tuck. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so that's where we leave off, guys. I guess we can kind of just jump forward and maybe see the draft lottery. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave that one for the next one, guys, but I had fun in this one. Let me know if you like the more cut up episode, if you prefer the hour and a half long episodes. I can do either one. This one, you guys don't have to hear me waffle as much, but that's all the time I have for this one. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.
It's a free for all, before we fall. It's a free for all.